Okay, we're being recorded. Welcome here to Sacred Community. If you'll notice, you happen to be alive. And there's something that's doing that, which is the deepest part of you. Your God nature is life. And that's who we are, but there are so many layers of our being that we tend to get lost in the layers. There's a body, there's thoughts, there's feelings, and a whole world out there, and the tendency is to get lost in all of those and forget about who you are at the core. So we're fortunate to understand this and to begin the journey back to the truth that sets you free, to the real identity, which, look, it's keeping you alive, it's circulating your blood, it's beating your heart, it's letting you sit on a spinning ball hurtling through space. It's doing everything, and it has a divine plan. It has a plan of perfection, but we need to get back in touch with that still, silent voice that's speaking to us all the time. And you can't be lazy in doing that. It's a real challenge to be able to hear, and there are many stages along the way until you finally become a perfect vehicle for that brilliance.
All the time, speaking all the time, this voice.
Yes.
This voice is speaking all the time, always, all the time.
All the time, but in silence. It doesn't speak in words. It speaks in energy. And we have to become...
So
how do you access the voice?
No, see, speaking energy, how we can understand this channeling? How? Give your experience.
It takes a long time, and until you do, you have to have the faith muscle that you do. It's different for everybody. I read you the 13 steps that I wrote down. I'll read them again. Understand who you really are and who you aren't, at least intellectually. Commit to choosing and focusing and identifying with the presence, the animating force. Pray relatively ceasefully, because your prayers are always heard. It hears everything, it knows everything. So when you pray, have faith that your prayers are answered. I want to hear you. Well, I'm trusting I'm hearing you, even if my personality doesn't think I'm hearing you. Faith is very important. Listen to the silence and know that God is speaking to you and effectively taking charge of your body-mind creation, even if you don't consciously know what is being communicated. It's the faith that's important. Establish a regular practice of meditation. Build up to an hour and start every day. Best at a fixed time if you can. Read something that focuses your attention on where it should be. I suggest The Guiding Light Within to start and end the day, and refer to it if your mind disturbingly overwhelms you at any time. Go back to the truth. Currently, I'm reading The Way to the Kingdom. This is the same guy that wrote, Joseph Benner, that wrote The Impersonal Self. I'll read you one paragraph out of it. Go about your daily work, imagining, actually feeling God's life in you, freeing you, vitalizing you, permeating to the center of every cell and atom of your body, driving out all former separative consciousness as light drives out darkness, and then possessing, being you, expressing and radiating from you as health, vitality, power, love. See this, feel it actually taking place. Go about it in that consciousness. Continuing the 13 steps, watch your mind. And when it fears, worries, judges, or thinks limiting thoughts, correct it. You are always choosing love or fear. Choose love. Surrender and relinquish judgment. Judge not, lest you be judged yourself. Build the faith and trust muscle by knowing that all is well and perfect, and that you are in the perfect love and guidance of perfection, and that enlightenment is your destiny. Be here now. Practice being instead of thinking, and identify with the observer. You are the witness, the one that's watching the thoughts, not the thoughts. Allow all, accept all, love all, and entirely transcend all appearances. Everybody you see, try to extend love to them. Try to help them. Try to, especially the ones that trigger you, like in your own family. That's the place where you say, oh, here's my reactive response. Let me see them as they really are, which is divine light, divine love. No matter what they're appearing as, see them in their truth. An excellent mantra to repeat thousands of times a day is, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Your function is to love everyone, see how you can serve and help everyone, see the light of truth in everyone, forgive everyone, especially the people that trigger you. Thank them, for they are showing you where you need to release your programming. They're offering you the greatest opportunity to clear your programming. So, oh, thank you. I'm feeling really angry. I gotta let go. I gotta let go of that. Thank you very much. God, please let go. Let me just be. Let me forgive. Let me forget. Let me be who I am. Just pure light, pure energy, pure love. Practice these steps and you cannot fail to experience enlightenment. Now, I want to ask you folks, what have you gained? What's been your best gain from the sharings here and from the sharings on high vibration? I'll let you go first, Don. In what ways has your life changed at all in terms of the connection with what we've been sharing?
For me, the biggest change has been a peace of mind and less time worrying and more time with peace of mind and serenity due to feeling more connected with God.
Wonderful, and that can only continue because you've had the commitment to show up. A lot of people don't. You've been here every time, and every moment is precious. Every moment we're either ascending up into the truth or forgetting, and each one is an investment. Invest in that. It is a priority. So that prayer, that listening, And I don't always know what God is saying to me, but when I listen to the silence, I trust that it's so. And I know love is the way. That's sufficient. Michael, personality, body, mind, will know more and more and more, but I can't judge where I am. I just have to love where I am. I have to be grateful and thankful where I am. And surrender. Use this body, use this mind to do whatever you want to do because it's the best. I mean, it takes the burden off of you. And then you're just, okay, everything is perfect, just as it is, just the way it is. Because it is, no matter what you're experiencing, whether it's a blessing or a curse. The curse is a teaching to see what you got to let go of. The blessing is a gift. Okay, I'm enjoying it. So everything is perfect just the way it is. And here's the mind blower. I actually used to think that we have free will. I don't really believe that anymore. I think everything is the will of God and is in the hands of perfection, and it's moving towards perfection. Even the good, the bad, and the ugly. I can get arguments on the other side, and I don't really know. But I'm leaning toward the side now, after having read Benner, that it's all in divine hands. And when things are bad, they have a purpose. There's a gift in that. We might not be seeing that, but from a cosmic perspective, it has value. And ultimately, we'll feel so blessed that we have gone through this human incarnation with all its fallibility, all its flaws, all its confusion, all its not knowing, all its sufferings and all its challenges. We will say at the end of the journey, wow, that was good. Thanks. Alberto, what has been your takeaway since we've connected and we've been speaking?
Pretty much the same things that Don has shared. But for me, until I know you and join this community, for me, it's something that thinking about over the last 8 years, I met some people that were speaking like you about this God, especially in Italy when I travel around the world, especially in Australia. I found many people that they were so speaking about God. And at that time I was very resistant. And then the more and more I read, studied spirituality, I was more open. But now, since I met you, I feel this presence of God, of God really, really real, like something that is always and always growing, and it's something like a brother, or something that is in me, outside of me, in the consciousness that there is something really concrete in the ether. So I haven't felt this before after these 10 days we met, we know each other. So I think it's a big shift because I'm going more on believing something that normal people, they don't believe. For example, yesterday night I was outside and I was impressed because I met again a friend that was 1 year and a half that I lost. And his father had a cancer, and he told about the story of his father, the struggling with the sickness, with the surgery, etc. We don't know what life reserves to us, because you can live today, tomorrow. We are not God, and He is perfect. He is the master, and we are human. And I I shut up, I didn't complain or respond, and I reflect. It's since yesterday night that I'm reflecting about how people believe about this, how they see their self-esteem at lower than what we are speaking and what you are teaching. So it's very weird that this conversation from this friend of mine, he spoke about God in this way just now that we are joining this community, because I know him since I was 16 years old, and he has never spoken about God or this lower self-esteem about God. And this shocked me because really, it was Saturday night, and you know, this kind of...
Well,
so, you understand me?
there are more people on the planet now than there ever has been closer to that understanding, and each one carries a tremendous energy of awakening. God is so loving of those that pay attention, that try to open up, because God needs us in the same way that we need Him. So that opening is appreciated. That opening is loved, and there are more people in that understanding now. Now let's go into the meditation, because I feel that the actual meditation brings more of an awareness of what that is we want, what that is we want to know. So I find it to be an extremely valuable practice, and especially I like mine more than any I've ever experienced, because not because it's mine, but because it works for me. I go into that zone very, very powerfully. So we're going to do 3 steps of the 11 steps. And the first one that we're going to do is 27 warrior breaths. I remind you again that when you're like this, the longer you can hold your breath, the more powerful the experience is. When I'm really stretching it and I'm stretching back and arching my spine, and I come forward after really holding it a long time, I go into a more powerful zone where I've even seen mandalas, incredible colors, beautiful shapes. But don't judge. Be thankful. Even if you see nothing but blackness, be thankful that you're looking towards God, and you're connected with God. So no judgment, because the ego can come into your spiritual experience and tell you you're not doing very well. Don't listen. Okay. So we're going to do 27 breaths. We'll go like this, and we'll open up the energy portal, tap on the third eye, and then stretch back 3 times and go way back and come forth with I am. And we'll palm the eyes and wash the face, prayer posture, open the energy portal. Okay. Put some music on. Okay. Blow out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Take a deep breath through the nose, deep breath through the mouth. Hold the breath, tongue to the roof of the mouth, raise the hand, triangulate the eyes. Spiral the energy 3 times and point. Tap 3 times and rock 3 times. I am.
I am.
Palm the eyes, look upwards. Breathe slowly and deeply. Wash this sacred face, beloved of God, that has a starring role in 14 billion years of creation, and come into prayer posture. And here's a place where you can really be sincere and desire with all your heart that thy will be done. And so it is. And open up the hands into a circle. And remember, at the quantum level, you are fire, you are flame, you are light, you are an infinite circle of light. You are everywhere. There is nowhere you are not. You are one with all things. Let the circle of hands float into the lap. Take 3 deep breaths. Make the breaths as slow, as full as possible. Okay, wash face. You can do a little massage on the trapezius, squeeze these things. Reach down and back of the spine and spiral up on the spine. Spiral across the neck. Grab some places in the back and move the head up and down, back and forth. Dig in deep to those sore spots. Okay, then wash the face, tweak the ears, and we're going to do 63 warrior breaths. And from here, we're going to just open the hands up here to receive the gift of life. Then we're going to bring it into the heart to be nurtured, the divine gift that God wants to express through each of us, which is unique to each of us. Okay? We'll blow out. We'll do 63. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Take a deep breath through the nose, deep breath through the mouth. Hold the breath, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Raise the hand, triangulate the eyes. Spiral 3 times. Open the energy field and point. Tap 3 times on the third eye to awaken the third eye. Rock 3 times. And stretch way, way, way back. Back, back, stretch. And come forth with I am.
I am.
The hand floats down. One hand floats down, open palm, comes over to the side to receive the gift of life. Feel the heaviness of the hand. And then the right hand comes off the eyes, floats down into the center, comes over a bit to the side. The hands are receiving the divine gift. You are both receiving divine gift and you are the divine gift. And there's a unique service, a unique blessing that you are, that God wants to express through each of us. Bring that left hand with the blessing into the heart to be nurtured with gratefulness. Bring the right hand on top of that. And we're alchemicalizing our divine gift, nurturing it. And it's God's responsibility to give it. So we open up the right hand and it floats out, letting God give the gift to all of humanity. And that hand floats down into the golden triangle to 2 fingers and the thumb together. And the left hand comes off, floats out, giving the gift of life. And the hand comes down on the leg into the golden triangle. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. Okay, wash the face. I like to do this to the eyes. I see a lot of color and light when I rub the eyes like that. Okay, I'm going to show you a new breath. This is called the breath of fire. The breath of fire goes like this. It's rapid in and out exhales. Sometimes through the nose, sometimes through the mouth. Sometimes it feels too much in any one. I shift to the other. I shift back and forth. Breath of fire goes like this. Or we're going to do 144 breaths of fire. And I count on my fingers. I do 10, 20, 30, like that. So I'll keep counting. We're going to do 144, and then we'll, from this position, this hand will, see which one we're doing. Oh yeah, we're doing, this hand will come down to the heart, left hand to the heart, and the right hand will come down, pointing down to earth. We're going to spin the chakras, which are our energy centers, and we're going to align our chakras with Mother Earth. So when we're spinning each one, imagine like there'll be a red ball of energy under you, and then there'll be a red ball of energy in Earth, and the two balls will be aligned together, and then we'll pull up the energy of vitality and grounding, and we'll go through all the chakras. So, okay, warrior breath, blow out. And whatever you do, don't worry about it. However do it, it's fine. No judgment. So. $100. The last 4 are warrior breaths. Deep breath through the nose. Deep breath. Hold the breath. Raise the hand, triangulate the eyes. Spiral 3 times. Point. Tap 3 times. And rock 3 times. Stretch way, 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 way back. And I am. The left hand floats and spirals. It comes down and lands on the heart in the golden triangle. The right hand comes off, spirals down, spirals, comes down and points the forefinger down to Mother Earth, connecting with the center of Mother Earth, sending love and appreciation for this wonderful spinning ball, which is becoming a sun just as we are becoming light. And now I'm going to spin the hands with red fire and imagine spinning 2 red balls. Take a breath. Red fire, and point. And breathe in and assimilate from those 2 spinning balls vitality, vital energy, and grounding. Then we're going to spin the orange, the sexual chakra. Orange fire, and point and assimilate creativity. Put on your greatest dream, what you would most love to have happen to the personality. And enjoy immensely the feelings of it happening. We are meant to be creators in the image of God. We are creators. We create as God creates, through imagination. That's who we are. We've forgotten to use the imagination. Let your imagination reign greatly and imagine the best of the best for your human identity and rejoice. Now we're going to spin the 3rd chakra, which is yellow. Take a breath and hold. Yellow fire, yellow fire. We have 2 spinning suns, one in the earth and one underneath it, in our navel area, the hara, and we assimilate tremendous self-worth. You are so beloved. You are so valuable. Let yourself feel worthy, extremely worthy. Breathe into worthiness. The left hand comes down to below the navel in the golden triangle. The right hand comes to the heart center. We're going to spin emerald green with a Chinese red center. Emerald green, emerald green. And point. Then bring in love. Let the hand be on the heart. You are God's beloved, and you are the love of God. Feel greatly loved. You've never, ever done anything wrong. All is forgiven. Love reigns supreme. Breathe slowly. Okay. Move up to the throat chakra. The left hand moves up to the heart, the golden triangle. Like that. We're going to spin aquamarine. Take a breath and hold. Aquamarine, aquamarine. Two spinning balls of aquamarine lined up, and that's for the energy of expression. See yourself joyfully expressing yourself in whatever ways feel beautiful to you. Imaginatively, let your expression dance. Okay, we're going to spin the indigo chakra, chakra of intuition. Take a breath and hold. Indigo, indigo. Imaginatively step into two spinning balls of indigo. And again, no judgment. Whatever you get, no judgment. Bring your hands to triangulate on your eyes. Tap 3 times in the third eye. And assimilate intuition. Listening to the silent voice, which will guide you in all things. Not words, just heart feelings of what to do. Then the hands rise above the head. Going to spin gold energy. Take a breath and hold. Gold fire, gold fire. And we point, and this is our energy of transcendence, rising higher into higher awareness. And then we're going to go even further with the rainbow fire. Take a breath. Hold. Rainbow fire, rainbow fire. And we're opening the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th chakras, and all the chakras beyond, and all 354 initiations. And I've read and heard that Jesus is only at the 9th. So, far out. And the hands go up prayerfully, and we're going to open up into the Holy Christ, our Holy Christ self, our I am presence, and our white fire being. We'll take a breath and hold. And we'll open the hands in a circle as we intone I am. I am. And the hands land in golden triangles on the legs, and we take 3 deep breaths. And of course, again, we could definitely stay here. But I would like to close with a little sharing. And we only do 3 of the 11. So imagine adding all the others to it. So what's your experience, Don, with the meditation?
Very relaxing. It feels very good, and I enjoy getting a little bit dizzy. And to me, it's a way of experiencing God rather than talking about God. I like it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it can only increase. I've been doing this for years now, and it still gets better. I do it every day for an hour, and it's a beautiful way to start the day, to make time for that. Alberto?
I was dizzying, me too, more than the other last Sunday, and I see the light for the first time. Now I understand what is the light. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I see the light the first time. The second time was a very shocking experience, and when I remove the finger from my eyes, I see like a flash of correction, infinite flash of light, like I don't know in English how to explain, but turquoise.
Yeah.
The light, flashlight, and then all point, turquoise, purple, little points in the center, like cosmic.
Beautiful.
And the third time, the more I rock, the more this light was expanding in this multi-dimensional way. The first time that I see this, I understand what is.
Yeah. You can really push it till you almost can't breathe, and the more you do it, because what you're doing is storing chi, storing life force. When you're holding your breath, you're storing life force into the physical body, and it's very powerful. Okay, my brothers, I am so honored and so glad that you are accompanying me on this sacred journey. Not only is it beautiful here, but we are carving out a place for ourselves on the journey when we leave this dimension. There is, the next level is what's called the Morantia level, where we're still in learning, and then there's another level where we go to the spiritual level. So there's so much to be learned, and this is we're extremely fortunate that we are dedicated to this path, because it will add to our value on our journey and enhance where we will go for our training beyond this brief lifespan. We're here. We're on an eternal journey, returning back to paradise. So I periodically, just thank goodness that this will happen. This is God's plan. And so thank goodness the personality says, I surrender, thy will be done. So blessed brothers, see you on the inner and see you on the outer. Blessings.
Blessings.